friends. So today's message, we're going to start with this question now. Does God have form? You know, God is a spirit, John 4:24. We know that God is a spirit, but does God have form? Does God have a face? Can we see God's face? Well, the John Baptist tells us in John 1:18, no one has seen God at any time except God the Son. He has made him known. The Apostle Paul tells us in Colossians 1:15, he is the image of the invisible God. The image of the invisible God. So what we learn here is that God is invisible, except that he is made known and that he is revealed and that he has a face in the person of Jesus. So what then do we have in the Old Testament when we read that Jacob wrestled with God, that Moses saw the back of God? Well, what we have in the Old Testament is shadows that point us to Jesus. John Crowder says we see the Old Testament, we see only in part. We see in part. We see these shadows. We see these Hebrew idioms that ultimately point us to Jesus God who comes in the flesh, in the person of Jesus, to make God known. Before Jesus was crucified, Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and it is sufficient for us. And what did Jesus say to him? He said, Philip, have I been with you this long, and still you don't know me? Do you not know that if you see me, you've seen the Father? How can you say, show us the Father? John 14, verses 7 to 9. So if we go trying to make an image of God, if we go trying to find the face of God or the form of God outside of Jesus Christ, we're looking for something that doesn't exist, and ultimately we end up making a false image of God. We end up creating an idol. No, friends, the face of God, the only true God, as I've said many, many times, the only true God is revealed in Jesus Christ. Now, this does not mean that God is singular in Jesus. No, God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We believe in the Trinity, but we believe that Jesus has revealed God fully and completely. And he is the only form, the only face of the invisible God. He is the exact representation of his nature. The writer of Hebrews tells us in Hebrews 1:1-3. So Jesus himself is the only true image of God. We don't have to go looking, searching for God's face. We don't have to wonder what God looks like. We have the exact representation of God. We have the true image of God. We have God's face. As the Apostle Paul tells us in 2 Corinthians 4:6, we see the face, we see the glory of God in the very face of Jesus Christ. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.